Okay, I've got another way. It's called the check for parasitic draw. It's very new. In the last year or so, there's been a lot of talk about it. I've investigated it, and I find it interesting. I'm including uh, a link to an article about it. Now, it's kind of controversial. Uh, Personally, I don't understand how it works. I, I'm a little unclear on a lot of the particulars about this. There's also some math involved, but I did want to show you. I'm going to put it out there, and you use it, try it. I mean, it does work. It does work. The it's not. It can easily, very quickly tell you if you have a parasitic draw, although I'm a little sketchy on trying to figure out exactly how the parasitic draw relates to the numbers I see on the meter. So here, let me show you what, and this is done via resistance, not by measuring voltage. We measure ohms, not volts. Let me show you. So here I still have my current clamp hooked up, but now I've also got a meter here, and the meter's set on ohms. Now, one of the things you have to do is calibrate the leads, because normally when you put two leads together like this, it is going to show some resistance. So I can actually take a delta measurement by pressing this little triangle key, and what that does is that zeroes it out for this connection. Are you all right with this? So I've got it zeroed out. Now I'm going to take it, and I'm going to just hook it up to the negative battery clamp. Make sure I get a good bite into it, and then I'm going to hook it up over here on a clean part of the alternator. I'm going to switch this over here because I forgot, I cleaned off a spot for it. Here it is. So I've got nothing, or very, very little. You can see it pop up once in a while. Now, I am still showing some on my scope over here. Now, does this work? Yeah, absolutely. Here, I'm going to turn on the parking lights. And as you can see, I've now got 6 amps showing on the scope and about 24 ohms showing up over here. So that would be way too high. Now I can increase the amperage draw by turning on the headlights. And now I've got 13 amps draw and 54 ohms. So there is a relationship and a correlation between these two, although this doesn't actually show you exactly how much the draw is. Now, some articles that I've been looking at that show you how to do some math and kind of figure it out, but just realize, the way I use it, 0 means nothing. If I run this test, I got 0, I know I'm good. If I've got more than that, let's see what 0.2 looks like, or 200 milliamps looks like. I just woke up the car. So I got about, about 1 ohm showing. Well, that on this meter, that's about 250 millivolts, which is really, that's too high. They need to be lower than that. So, using this for a quick, dirty, fast, easy test works great. I don't have to open the circuit. I don't have to put my amp meter inside there. It does work.